Hey, good morning, everybody. 27th of November. Bob with Trade Genius. About 4 in the morning Pacific time. Just rolled out here and checking the markets. And, we sold down a little bit yesterday on some Trump news. From last night on Trump news. And that was before this, whatever this was. Some sort of headline came out that was timed perfectly as markets were closing and opening, just to squeeze people. Just amazing, the manipulation. And but now we settled back down to where we were before, and it just makes it difficult to trade with this news in front of us. And I think this is a negotiating tactic just to wear people out. Trump is commanding the news on this, and he's keeping his negotiating opponent off guard. And especially this guy, he's not used to anybody not immediately towing his view. So I don't know if this thing ends anytime soon. And then we roll into this, and we roll right into the Fed meeting. So this next 3 or 4 weeks is going to be very difficult. And so what we got to do is we got to think through secularly, where do we want to own? For me, 2019 is I think S&P is going to be negative. And so I'm going to be looking for opportunities to trade on the short side, which I'll be trading with SH. And I'm not going to get too clever, because if you look at 2008 going into 2009, it's difficult to short because they'll start swinging it up and down every day. You want to have something non-leverage and take off some profit on any big moves, and then let it reset and do it again. I think we're going to see that. There's no doubt in my mind we're going to get that between 1800 and 2000 on the S&P sometime in 2019. It's just foreordained in terms of the math. And so that's my working thesis on that. So sell rips, don't chase drops, because you're going to get FOMO'd to death. Now, what I bought yesterday, and I think this is where folks need to focus on, is really in the uranium space. Gold and silver too, but I'm just talking uranium today. And it's another trade is setting up. We bought yesterday again, the ETF at 1240, and I'm looking for this thing to make a move and break this recent high here, and then we'll take a look at it. But it's not the only one. There's CCJ, looks good, and we already own UEC too, and there's DNN and URG. So there's enough in the main exchanges here to trade well. Remember, uranium went up between 400 and 800% on the last uranium shortage, and we're going into it again. This is 4 or 5 times it's done this in its history, and so it's going to do it again. And so I just encourage people to look at opportunities. Our ideal case is if we can get a move down here at the bottom of these linear regression channels. And but in lieu of that, if you get buy signals and it pushes back up in the upper channel, take that trade too. And so that's where our focus is. I'm not going to be too fancy here. I think they're just going to keep whipping this market around, and just keep everybody off kilter. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later, and good trading. Bye bye.